you. It's nothing to worry about. Little injury like this won't bother me now that Shoma's back. Though, there is something I lost in all this. I seem to have dropped something at the warehouse district. It was something very precious to me. Well, anyway, don't worry about it. You gain some, you lose some. That's just how it is. This is all thanks to you, Mr. Ryuki. And, of course, everyone else here. Thank you all so much. Wait, Mr. Ryuki. Not in front of Shoma. Okay, we can talk about it here. Why are you bringing this up now?
I was just a bit curious as to why you took on so much debt. Is it related to women by chance?
What?
For example, maybe you're addicted to cabaret clubs.
What's that? I thought I heard something. Couldn't just ignore it.
How do you have such good hearing?
He just reacts to certain keywords.
So, what's this about cabaret clubs?
I was just saying that Komeiji might be...
Don't be ridiculous! There's no way I could be addicted to something like that.
Oh, speaking of, Komeiji, I heard you're a regular at Sunfish Pocket.
What?
A friend of mine told me you go there all the time. According to him, there's a mermaid there that you're really into.
Ah, so you know. You got me. I'm embarrassed to admit I'm so into maid cafes at this age. But yes, you're right. I go there often. But the money problem has nothing to do with that. The debt is from my living expenses. That's just how little I've been earning lately. In order to pay my debt, I had to borrow even more. Before I knew it, the interest snowballed out of control. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this right now. So please...
I'm fine. But really, I guess I should thank you. Thank you for saving me.
Did you say thanks to your dad?
I don't need to hear him say it. As long as Shoma is safe, that's all I want.
I was at home, and those people in the suits, they came barging in. Then they made me inhale some kind of knockout gas. When I woke up, I was in that warehouse.
Did they ask you anything?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't remember. Maybe it's because of the gas. I was groggy the whole time.
Can you tell me how you're linked to Horodori Institute?
Shoma, answer him.
Sorry, but I don't want to talk about that.
Why not?
Because I don't! I burned it, so I don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Lian. I was with him in Golden Yokocho right before I went to the warehouse district.
That's right. You know him, too.
I met him when I was drinking at Brahmin. One thing led to another, and we started talking about each other's collection of literature. He seemed pretty proud of his collection. As two kindred souls sharing the same hobby, we lost track of time discussing our love of reading. We even promised to trade our most precious belongings. We've been sworn brothers ever since. Oh, but that's not what we're talking about today. There was something I wanted to ask him about the HB case.
You've been investigating too, Mr. Date?
I'm on vacation, so I'm just doing it on my own time. I can't get this case out of my head. Oh, that. It awoke in me in 3rd grade. I was walking alone through a deep forest behind my elementary school. It was my shortcut to get home. When suddenly, inside a depression behind some bushes, I noticed a lone magazine. It was a porno mag someone threw away. The pages were all crusty and whatnot. I crouched down. and my heart was pounding in my ears as I turned the pages, using a branch. Anyway, that's when it happened. I felt a stinging pain on my right ankle. I jumped up in surprise, and there I saw a white snake. I didn't know what kind. I was just a kid. But even then, I could tell that snake had deadly venom. About 3 seconds later, I was out like a light. They found me out there the next morning. I was on the verge of death for 3 days and 3 nights, but I managed to pull through. And that is how I acquired my pornomag powers.
You mean it was a side effect from the snake venom?
No, it was more of a mental thing. I had a near-death experience immediately after experiencing a pornomag for the first time. As a result, Eros and Thanatos inside me, libido and destrudo, they merged together in total harmony. In other words, I've come to be acutely aware of death whenever I get aroused. To put it in even simpler terms, I'm pushed to the verge of death whenever I see a pornomag. You know how humans can exert tremendous power in life or death situations? It's because the adrenaline triggers a fight or flight response. The same thing happens when I see a pornomag. My brain's processing speed increases by 3.6 times in order to avoid death, dramatically improving my reflexes. Sorry. I know that story was dark. As if I've touched upon a great evil.
You're touched in the head.
You can touch upon my great evil.
You nearly die when you see pornomags, don't you? So then why?
Ah, excellent question. I'll answer with a question of my own. Why does a mountain climber seek the top of the tallest peaks? Why does a surfer want to ride the most monstrous of waves? Why do they do such reckless things? Why does a surfer want to ride them? Why do people climb up the highest buildings to do parkour or whatever?
For the thrill?
Yeah, it's how they know they're alive. They can experience firsthand the wonder of life itself. That is the reason I continue to climb the mountain known as pornography.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change my last name.
I think that would be a good idea.
Certain rumor regarding Horodori Institute. No matter how you slice it, there's no doubt that Horodori Institute is involved in the case somehow.
Yes, the Institute and Terror are closely related. The previous incident proves it.
But what's their connection?
The QR video was based on Bats 490. And Bats 490 was created by Nyes on Tokiko's orders. Tokiko knew the director of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori.
In other words, Nyes, Tokiko, Chikara, and Horodori Institute are all connected.
And Terror is somewhere in there. Or maybe Terror is the one who's orchestrating it all.
She still hasn't come home. Supposedly, she's on a top-secret mission from Boss.
I contacted him before going to the warehouse district. It's always good to have allies backing you up, right?
But Mr. Date is on vacation.
If my precious subordinate is in trouble, I'll come flying to the rescue.
Thank you. You've always been so good to me. I've always wanted to repay you somehow, but Don't
worry about it. As long as I have breath in my lungs, I won't need your help. But when I die someday, I'll need you to do me a solid. When I die, I want you to wipe the hard drive on my computer.
How about I bust it open for you, right now?
No, please don't. Me? No, there's not much I want to say. I don't want to confuse you by telling you something that I don't know for sure. I'll let you know once I get a bit more info.
For what?
If you didn't show up when you did, I don't think we could have saved Shoma. So...
Don't sweat it. That was nothing to me. Excuse me?
Miyuki, you better not be getting any funny ideas.
No, it's not about me. It's about Shoma. I thought you and him are kind of a nice match. If you don't have a boyfriend, why don't you and Shoma...
What? Are you stupid? I don't know what you're talking about. It's inexplicable, incomprehensible, impossible. Even if I were to reincarnate 100 million times, the possibility of that happening.
Here.
What?
It's chocolate. Delagira chocolate. Because it's Valentine's Day and all.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Would you look at that? Shoma's a ladies' man. Makes sense considering he's got my blood in him.
Well, Date...
Yeah, I asked her to help. I couldn't get there right away, so I sent Mizuki instead. I told her not to start the fight until I got there, but...
Not like I had a choice. Shoma was about to be taken away in that van.
No, I will not. Though I guess it would be more accurate to say I cannot. Not yet. This mask is secured in place by an extremely powerful special adhesive developed by NASA. If you try to take it off by force, it would take my skin with it.
What? Come on.
That sounds really bad for your skin.
But you said not yet, right?
Yes, there is a way to remove it.
So why not do it now?
I am a woman of beauty beyond compare. If I remove this mask, blood would erupt from the noses of the 4 men here, and they would die of blood loss. In other words, I'm saving your lives by keeping this mask on. Quite kind of me. Wouldn't you agree? Time. I'm thinking about the passage of time.
Time?
Time goes by so quickly.
Seriously, what is with that woman?
She helped us earlier, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can trust her. Why don't you take a peek?
Winksink, huh?
I didn't go there. I was there already.
What?
I'd rather not have to deal with you laboring under a false impression, so I'll give you some information. I've been independently looking into the genome editing research at Horodori Institute.
At Horodori Institute?
Yes. I've been trying to get a handle on the movements of the researchers there. They made their move just a few hours ago. They mobilized a big group of them into the warehouse district. So I climbed on a crane and watched the events unfold.
You mean you were just watching as Ryuki and I were fighting?
Yes, but I realized that if I didn't step in, the old man and his boy would be killed. That's why I helped. Aren't I generous?
Thank you. You thank her too, Shoma.
I told you I'd give you some information. That's the extent of what I'll tell you.
Why?
Because someone here may be leaking intel to the Institute.
Today is February 11th. National Foundation Day, isn't it? But the doctor decided to give you a special consultation anyway. You should thank him. But I have to say, the doctor is at fault too. That was a bit harsh. Oh, well, about your remaining life expectancy. This may not offer much comfort coming from me, but please don't feel too down. The doctor's diagnosis isn't always correct.
That was...
She seems to have some sort of illness.
Why do you ask?
no reason.
You saw me fight earlier, didn't you? I'm perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with me.
I see. That's good. I asked a lot of questions, but what I'm most curious about is the relationship between Shoma and Horodori Institute.
Do you intend to sink?
It's all I can do.
What about the hospital?
How long do you think I can last?
You do realize that you should be getting medical attention as soon as possible? but I guess there's no point trying to convince you. Knowing you, you're going to do it anyway, aren't you?
Thank you. I'm blessed to have such an understanding partner.
Jeez.
Shoma, there's one thing I want to ask you. Will you let me look inside your mind?
What?
Shoma, I think it's a good idea too. Could you help Mr. Ryuki out?
But this is all out of nowhere.
Why not help him? Ryuki and your dad saved your life. You need to repay the debts you owe. It's just the right thing to do.
Fine. Then...
The machine looks pretty intimidating seeing it like this. I'm getting a bit nervous.
But you already have experience with it. There's nothing to worry about.
By the way, about Horodori Institute. We started searching the place. We have the staff in custody now, and they're being questioned over at HQ.
But they're all refusing to talk. It's going to take some time to get info out of them.
Ryuki, about your shoulder.
It's fine. Please begin.
Pewter.
Very well. Ryuki, are you ready?
Yes, I'm good to go.
All right then. Let's begin.
This is Shoma's house.
A stereotypical home. Hey, Tama. Can you pretend to be a newlywed wife?
Why?
I'll give you 4,000 yen.
That's an eerily specific amount.
Please, I need you to be a wife.
Fine, I'll do it. Hi, baby, I was waiting for you. Do you want some dinner? Or a bath? Or maybe... meat?
Thank you. Magnifico!
Anyway, this dream world is a little dull.
Yeah, there's a melancholy feel to it. Maybe this is Shoma's state of mind.
He's holding something dark inside. In cases like this, if we solve his somnium, he might open up to us.
Yeah, good idea. And we might find out how Horodori Institute is involved in all this.
Somnium scan. Activate.
That's the suit Andy's Komeiji always wears.
Is this all he has? Why?
Nothing is better to heal Shoma's heart than a smile. So...
Okay, Leave it to me. Dad! Why did you disappear on me?
Literally disappear?
So this is a brand new 10,000 yen bill.
This world is becoming more and more cashless.
Look, an invisible man.
No, he's just naked from the waist down. You know, this might have the opposite effect.
Why? People watching on the TV were going crazy.
Shoma's dad is so unfunny.
Huh?
Yeah, Andy's Komeiji sucks. And you've never made us laugh either.
But hold on, we used to...
Yeah, lameness must be genetic. So true. Now that's funny. We don't want to contract your unfunny disease, so we're gonna stay away from you.
Stupid Dad. Why me?
This happened to Shoma.
Even from a young age, he's had it rough.
I hate this world. It's all fake. The only thing I can believe in is the world I make.
Shoma rejected the real world. He decided he belonged in a world of his own creation.
For him, the world he created was the real world.
Hey, we can inspect that model. Is this a model of a house?
Tama, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Huh? Is that Shoma from earlier?
Seems like he went inside that model.
It looks just like Shoma's house from earlier, but the colors are more vibrant here.
Maybe that symbolizes his belief that this artificial world is the real world. Those are the clothes Shoma ripped up earlier, but it looks like cardboard.
Maybe it's a wound in Shoma's heart.
I bet we have to do something with this. Let's fix it.
The best thing for fixing a tear? Tape! I did it!
It turned back to the original outfit.
We used to play together.
God of Energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
We used to laugh together.
Hey! That's no fair!
Laughed.
Look, Andy's is the best!
Stupid Dad.
I wonder if that really happened.
Maybe he tucked away the good memories in the world he created.
The painful memories were played too, not just the good memories.
Yeah. Poor kid's heart.
Even deep down, those painful memories remain. Shoma and his dad need to have an honest heart-to-heart.
Huh? Looks like we made it out of the model. It's an older model TV.
What's protruding out of the top?
It looks like a spout or something.
So we need to pour something in there?
I don't know. Maybe it's just for show. And just like that...
Shoma.
God of laughter, lucky, happy, Panchaka Max!
Look at what you did. You really ruined the atmosphere.
God of apologies. Sorry.
Enough already. You're past your prime. I can't even stand you.
That was so uncool. Why does he have to be my dad?
That's what comes from being a comedian's son, I guess.
But he shouldn't blame Komeiji for that.
I wonder if we can change Shoma's heart by going inside the model.
Ryuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Alright, we made it back into the model.
Come to think of it, we haven't found anything on Horodori Institute yet.
We need to help Shoma first.
Good point. We can't leave him like this. Huh. Is that...
Shoma was stabbing it with the screwdriver earlier. Did the hole get bigger?
We should fix this, too.
This is probably Komeiji's suitcase.
I'm guessing it's for his props.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
Stop! It tickles!
He's laughing so much.
There's something inside. A drawing of Komeiji's face?
I wonder if Shoma drew it.
It's a drawing of Komeiji's face. You want me to cut it out? You idiot! I can't cut something important like this!
Jeez, you don't have to yell. I have an idea. Can you cut out just his face?
If this ends up hurting Shoma, I'm going to cut your face out.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Try covering the hole in the TV with it.
God of apologies. Sorry.
Enough already. You're past your prime. I can't even stand you.
God of seasons. Warm, hot, chilly, cold.
Wow, you're just forcing it now. You're past your prime.
He has no sense for comedy. Why does he try so hard?
He's conflicted. He wants him to do well, but he doesn't want to see him anymore.